Beautiful humans, let's talk about getting clients. I want to walk you through the 3-step funnel that I use to get clients. If you implement this, you can get 5 to 10 clients a month without setter, without a closer, without crazy ad spend or anything like that. You can obviously ignore all of this and go do something else, and that everything works is what I'm trying to say. This is not the only way to get clients. This is just the way that I've found to get clients in a much simpler, more cost-effective, cost being money and time and energy way. And so this is the system I've used over the last year to get 120 clients. It's very simple. I want to walk you through it. Let's go. Firstly, the first thing you need to understand about acquisition, client acquisition, very simple phrase. I want you to memorize it, inscribe it on your brain, tattoo it on your face, is weak. By the way, I apologize for my handwriting. Weak marketing equals hard sales. Strong marketing, you get the drift, equals easy sales. Now, this might sound very stupid and not profound at all, but I want you to understand this. If you have weak marketing, you have to work harder in closing the sale. So can you get clients by sending cold DMs? Of course you can. Send enough cold DMs, get enough interest, you're going to book those calls. But when those people get on calls, they are so cold, the sale is going to be crazy hard. You're going to be doing freaking triple backflips to get those people over the line, set call, close call, follow-up call, get the wife on the phone call, etc., right? And so what we're looking for is a way where we can have a lot of our marketing pre-sell people, right? This is the secret. And the way that you do that is by having really strong marketing, like I'm going to outline in this video, so that the sale becomes easy. And you might be like, well, Dan, what's an easy sale? And the answer is someone who is already pre-sold on you, on your mechanism, on your method before the sales conversation. And this looks for me like closing in the DMs, 120 clients in the last 12 months, no objection handling whatsoever. Literally, if someone says, tell me about how you're different to like XYZ guy, I say, hey, I'm not the guy for you, or this is not the right fit. I do no convincing whatsoever because my marketing convinces people for me. And then by the time people get into my DMs, they are only the right fit people. So let's walk through exactly what this looks like. Firstly, you have to understand everyone is at a different stage of relationship with you. If you try to market everyone as if they're all in the same place, you will stay poor and it will be very, very hard. By the way, that's the wonkiest. Right, let's work with this. How do I do this? There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, so you would have heard this before, but this fundamental piece of marketing perspective is very, very key in getting clients long-term. So 3 layers that you can be thinking about, okay? The first is top of funnel. Very simple idea is that these people don't know who you are. So you need a funnel or a process that brings people from unknown to known. Then you need middle of funnel, and this is where we warm people up. And then we have bottom of funnel, which is obviously our hottest audience, right? So you can think about it like, cold, warm, and hot. Now, let's talk about some things that don't work. Well, I'm sure you've seen people, maybe you've been this person before, who just has their calendar out there just hoping that people book in. It's not that putting your calendar on your social media is a bad idea. It's that you're putting it to an audience that is likely not your hottest audience. And so you're like, I put my calendar on my Facebook page. Why isn't it working? Because it's like walking up to a girl at a bar. Not that I've ever done this. I just love using this analogy. I've been married for freaking forever. But you walk up to a girl at a bar and you propose. And it makes no sense because the context in the relationship is not there. And so therefore you're asking something of someone that is not willing to trust you to that degree, right? Simple comparison. You're asking people in your audience to make a decision they're not yet ready to make. And so what you need to do is you need to have a stage of funnel that is based on where people are at and their level of trust with you, okay? The first place that you can really get a lot of bang for your buck is, I'm trying to pick the colors here, so many beautiful colors, is a lead magnet funnel. This is devastatingly effective. So let's just say you're similar to me. You've got a Facebook account, you've got an Instagram account. What people typically do with that is if someone visits your Facebook or your Instagram is we try and move them to like a sales conversation ASAP. It's like, hey, send me a message, send me 10K if you want to work together, right? And then of the people that message, they're all low quality cold leads, and the people that you wanted to message never reached out, right? And so we understand there's a disconnect between the thing we're asking people to do and the thing they are willing to do. And so having a lead magnet at the top of funnel is such an easy ask because you don't really know each other and all you're doing is kind of providing what's called an ethical bribe. Hey, I would love your email address so we can stay in contact. In exchange for that, I'm going to give you a freebie. Now, here's what a lead magnet isn't. A lead magnet is not a super long video talking about your offer, talking about how awesome you are. It's not a webinar. It's not a VSL. It's not something that takes a lot of time and energy to consume or commit to. That's not what a lead magnet is. A lead magnet is going to be something that is like a cheat sheet or an ebook of some kind, something that is really easy to consume, okay? The things that have worked for me in the past is I've had 2 really successful lead magnets, and that's not to say I've had lots of bad ones. What I'm saying is I've only needed 2 in my online career. The first one was the Appointment Setters Playbook, how to hire, train, and manage hyper-profitable appointment setters. That 15-page ebook took me 3 hours to make, and it made me over $2 million. Not that ebook itself in terms of printing cash, but bringing leads into my world, that was responsible for over $2 million. The second ebook lead magnet that was really effective was Grand Slam groups. We had made about $4 million from our Facebook group. We had packaged all of that into an ebook, and then I put that out into the world. And that was the second one, crushed really, really hard. And so all you need to know is that when people come to your social media, or even maybe how they get to your social media through organic or through ads, there should be a very easy, attractive, intriguing ebook that they can consume, whether it's a cheat sheet or whether it's a guide or whether it's a playbook. However you frame it, it's going to be written and people can consume it relatively fast. The key here is that you need to have a really sexy outcome, right? That's tied to a mechanism. Very important. I tried at one point to outsmart the game and I was like, everyone wants more clients. I'm just going to create an ebook called More Clients. And guess what happened? Nothing, because that's the equivalent of having a health book called Get Healthy. People want something novel. They want something new. They want to be intrigued. They want their curiosity sparked. And so, when you think about the Appointment Setters Playbook, it was curiosity inducing, right? Grand Slam groups, how to grow, engage, and monetize a wildly profitable Facebook group. Same deal. You're looking for something that is a specific part of not just a system, but your system, your unique method. Doesn't have to be long, doesn't have to be the best thing in the world. When people read it, they cry and they go, I can't believe this is free. You obviously want to put energy and passion into it, make it good, but you're really looking for something that's easy to consume. When people look at it, they go, I'm willing to exchange my email for that, or I'm willing to follow that person on Instagram, whatever it might be. This is how we use a lead magnet. The second thing that works in our world extremely well is what we call the mini VSL. Now, you have seen things similar to this, webinars, live webinars, workshops, VSLs. I'm trying to think of all the weird names that people come up with. But basically, it is a 10 to 30 minute video. The secret here is you're not selling your offer. Because again, look where these people are. These people are not in offer buying territory. They are warm, they are not hot. And so what we're trying to do is use this video to warm them up. And if they're like 2 out of 10 in terms of their likelihood of working with you, we're going to warm them up to 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 10. The way that we do this is very, very simple. And I do not want you to miss this, okay? There are 3 sales that need to take place in order for someone to want to work with you and give you thousands of dollars. The first sale is the sale on you. Do they trust you? Do they know you? Do they like you? Do they feel like you're the guy or you're the girl? That's the first sale that needs to be made. The second sale is people need to be sold on your method or your mechanism, your unique way of doing things. So you might come across a health coach, for example. They seem amazing, but then their unique mechanism is we're just going to chop a leg off. That's how you're going to lose weight. That obviously sounds very stupid, but maybe you could look at liposuction. The point is you can trust the person, you can vibe with the person, but if you don't like their unique way that they teach people to get results, you are not going to vibe with them. You're not going to work with them. So that's the sale number 2. People have to be bought into how you do what you do. And then number 3, you have to present your offer in such a way that it's the perfect fit, the perfect painkiller for what people are going through. Those are the 3 sales. They match up with what Aristotle talks about is the 3 levels of persuasion: ethos, pathos, and logos. But that's a video for another day. I just want to share that. Those are the 3 sales. The mini VSL, its job is to sell people on you, and to sell people on your method, right? Very important. Now, at the end of the mini VSL, and you can probably check out a mini VSL if you click around my YouTube or something like that, is you're just going to simply position the next step. So you're not asking people to make a buying decision here. You're asking them to make a booking decision if you take sales calls, or a messaging decision if you're taking like closing the DMs like me. So I briefly, last 2 minutes, once I've talked about my story and method and how this system works for people just like the person watching, the end for 2 minutes, I say, hey, I also have this thing called the community. And if you want to find out more about it, you can see me community on Facebook or Instagram. It's a very, very straightforward call to action. It's really not relevant. What's the word? It's a well-positioned call to action based on where people are at in your funnel. They're not the hottest people. They are not bought in. They are not ready to give you their credit card, but they are starting to get there. And so you invite them to take a next step. The third thing that you need is conversion events. Now, if you're thinking, Dan, this feels like a lot, it's actually not, because you create a lead magnet one time, you shoot a mini VSL one time. It's very, very straightforward. This stuff works for you while you sleep. Okay. Conversion events are very simple. These are designed for the people that are not cold. It's not that they don't know who you are. It's for middle of funnel and bottom of funnel, and it's to get them off the fence and into your offer, okay? So at all times, there are people in your world that are like thinking about toying with the idea of working with you, right? And so these are people who are in a conversation with you and maybe should have asked about the offer but haven't, or should have booked a call but haven't. They booked a call but didn't show. They showed to a call but didn't buy. Or maybe they've just been lurking around your content for a while. They are warm. They might be hot, but they're not yet in. Conversion events pull people off the fence. And so this can look like workshops. These can be like a 1-hour workshop where you're teaching a thing like this. It can be a mini course. So I've packaged modules before and sold them for $100, $200 and got in dozens and dozens and dozens of sales, and then had a portion of those people ascend into the main offer, which is the point of the conversion event. Or it could be like a challenge of some kind, right? 5-day challenge, 3-day challenge, things like that. The point being is that you should have monthly, and I'll put this here, monthly, at least monthly conversion events where you are pulling people from the audience and you're inviting them to take next steps. Now, I just want you to be thinking about this right now in terms of where the opportunities are for you, because I'm going to break this down in a very simple way as we kind of wrap this up. It's not that you have to do everything all at once right now. You need to ask yourself, what is the bottleneck in my business? Okay. So firstly, if you're crushing in sales, you have a lot of people converting from your offer into your program, but you simply need more traffic, then this might be where you start. Oh, I need more leads. I need more people to go from unknown to known. Maybe that's the thing. If you have leads, but you're struggling with lead nurture, everyone feels cold, they're not really bought into what you do, you need a mini VSL, right? It's very simple. You don't just have to create all of this all at once. You might be surprised to learn right now I don't have a lead magnet, right? And it's not because I'm wanting to not practice what I preach. I just don't need one right now. We're going to need one soon. I'm going to create one. But right now I don't need one. Because I have so many people in my audience, I just need to do a better job of nurturing them, hence the mini VSL. And then lastly, if you have people that are on the fence and a ton of people that are kind of ready to buy, but they're waiting for the right moment, right time, whatever it might be, do a conversion event, do a low ticket workshop, do a mini course. The secret with both of those is do it with content you are already providing for clients anyway. So the best mini courses I've released were all modules I was already giving to clients, and then I just sold them separately. The best workshops I've run were already workshops I was doing for clients, and then just sold tickets separately. So I want you to understand there's a stack of ways to get clients, but there are very few that do it in such a way that you can keep stress low, hours low, profit high, joy high. And this is the method and the system and the 3-part funnel that I have found to be most effective. I created a mini VSL, for example, 6 months ago, and that's been viewed only a few thousand times, so not viral or anything like that. And it's resulted in like 40 or 50 clients from that one video, right? And so when you have these different pieces in place, it becomes it becomes much more simple to get clients. I'm not going to say it's easy. None of this is easy. Creating an amazing VSL that really speaks to people is not easy, but all of this is simple. It's not complex. It doesn't require, 10 years in business and, whatever people are touting these days is like the certifications you need. It's a very simple, very effective funnel strategy. And so I encourage you to try it. If you have any questions, let me know below, and I'll catch you in the next video.